was the knowledge whale, because it's 50 amazing facts, knowledge, Look, it wouldn't be a 50 amazing facts unless it got a little weird, alright? Welcome everyone, my name's Matthew Santoro, and today it's time to fill your mind with a little bit of useless knowledge, or potentially useful depending on how you use it. So here it is, 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. The tires for the Bugatti Veyron cost $42,000 a set, and they only last 15 minutes at top speed. That's not a good investment. According to some experts, it costs only $14 to produce a pair of Beats by Dre headphones. That's a huge profit for Dr. Dre, considering the cheapest pair sells for $200, while the most expensive pair retails for $700. That's a nice little profit margin. A study in 2013 shows that bottlenose dolphins have the longest memories in the animal kingdom. In fact, they can remember the whistles of other dolphins that they've lived with even after 20 years of separation. A man named Paz crashed Paris Hilton's 30th birthday party and stole her $3,200 birthday cake when he realized that no one there was actually going to eat it. He ended up splitting the cake into 125 pieces and served it all to the homeless. This is what a honeypot ant looks like. Honeypot ants gorge themselves with food so that other ants can extract nourishment from them. It's a little disturbing, but helpful. In both Canada and the US, the federal government requires money acquired through illegal means to be reported and taxed, just like legitimate income. So basically, according to the government, crack is whack unless it's taxed. Castoreum is an anal secretion beavers use to mark their territories. It smells like vanilla and has actually been used in food and perfume and is often labeled as natural flavoring. So next time your girlfriend smells like vanilla, she actually smells like beaver butt. When Teddy Roosevelt was a child, he had debilitating asthma, except that doctors didn't understand the disease at the time and told him to smoke cigars, drink coffee, and whiskey. Unsurprisingly, none of these remedies cured his condition. Domestic animals are a lot smarter than you might realize. In fact, some pets will actually pretend to be sick just to get special attention from their owners. In Finland, there's an annual contest called Eokankanto where men race to carry their wives through an obstacle course. The winner receives his wife's weight in beer. Sloths can swim 3 times faster than they can move on land and can hold their breath underwater for up to 40 minutes. Believe it or not, it's possible to donate your voice. There's an organization called Vocal ID that encourages people to donate their voices so that they can recreate synthetic voices that are just as unique as fingerprints to suit individuals who have speech impairments. Only 3 humans have ever died outside of the Earth's atmosphere. They were all on the Soyuz 11, the only manned mission to board the world's first space station, which ended in disaster when the crew capsule depressurized. So basically they were like, it was not pleasant. Edward Jones, or Boy Jones, was known in the Victorian era for getting caught breaking into Buckingham Palace when he was 14 years old and stealing Queen Victoria's underwear. Royal Gitch! Billboards have been banned in Vermont since 1968 in order to preserve the natural beauty of the state. The Goliath tigerfish is the largest of the tigerfish clan and can be found in the Congo River Basin. In fact, it's so big, it's been known to eat small crocodiles and has even attacked humans on several instances. Death by giant fish. A recent study found that a 45 to 60 minute nap during the day could improve learning and memory by as much as 5-fold. Researchers say that a short nap at the office or in school is enough to significantly improve learning success. There has only been one instance of a man being killed by the police in Iceland since it became an independent republic in 1944, which occurred in 2013. In fact, violent crime in general is almost non-existent in Iceland, and the police there usually don't even carry weapons. In 2014, Japanese designer Akira Mizuchi created edible chocolate Legos that were actually functional. He even imprinted the Lego logo on each block. For those of us that want to be creative and obese, Huracan or Huracan was known as the Mayan god of wind and storms. His name means one-legged in the Mayan language, and the word hurricane was derived from his name. Even though Chicago has some of the toughest gun control laws in America, the total number of murders there is double the number of American forces that have died in Afghanistan in the last decade. There is a Twitter account called big_Ben_clock, and it tweets bong 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 every hour. It's been doing this since 2009. Whoever runs that account, they need a hobby. Sandwiches taste better when someone else makes them. They really do. A psychologist named Daniel Kahneman explains that this is because when we make our own sandwiches, we anticipate their taste and therefore pre-consume them and therefore are less hungry afterwards. The production of Nutella consumes about 25% of the world's hazelnut crops. At least 10% of that comes from me. Interestingly, blood has similar properties to eggs in cooking and can actually be used as a viable substitute in baking and making ice cream. Red velvet cake, anyone? Mozart had a dirty mind. He once comprised a B-flat major named Leck mich im Arsch, which literally translates to lick me in the butt. In September of 1940, two planes collided over Brocklesby, Australia and interlocked. The engines of the plane on top stopped working, but the ones on the plane underneath continued to work. So the pilot of that plane landed both planes safely and all 4 crewmen survived. Kim Jong-nam is Kim Jong-un's older brother and was supposed to be Kim Jong-il's successor. However, he fell out of the line of succession when he tried to fake a passport so that he could get into Disneyland in Japan. I can't really blame him, it's such a place of wonder and magic. La 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 la. Cold showers are actually healthier than hot ones. Among other benefits, they improve immunity and circulation, ease stress, and relieve depression. This is Tyson, the tiniest dog in all of the United Kingdom. As a puppy, he was only 10 centimeters tall and weighed only 13 ounces. Oh, cute little teeny tiny. Tashirojima is an island in Japan that's also known as Cat Island. The stray cat population there is larger than the human population. There is a knife and fork hybrid that exists called a Nork. Great idea, not so great name. A group called the Miniko Club in Japan created zoo jeans to raise money for the World Wildlife Fund and the local Kamin Zoo in Hitachi City. Lions, tigers, and bears designed the jeans by tearing into them and creating distressed jeans. The jeans are then auctioned off for charity. There's a competition called the World's Biggest Liar held annually in England. Competitors from around the world are given 5 minutes to tell the biggest and most convincing lie they can think of. Believe it or not, politicians and lawyers are banned from entering the competition because they're thought to be too good at lying. Meet the world's dirtiest man! Amu Haji is an 80-year-old Iranian man who hasn't bathed in 60 years and smokes animal carcasses. He claims that cleanliness brings him sickness, whereas this fact brings me sickness. The Burj Al Arab in Dubai is the only 7-star hotel in the entire world. However, the hotel's management never uses this term to describe itself. The notion was brought about by a British journalist who described the Burj Al Arab as above and beyond anything she had ever seen and called it a 7-star hotel. Roger Frisch, a concert violinist, was awake when he had brain surgery to get rid of his tremors. His surgeons got a private concert during the surgery as Frisch played the violin while the doctors worked on his brain. Tiny pseudoscorpions, which are usually about 2 to 8 millimeters long, are often found in rooms with dusty books. They actually protect the books by feeding on book lice and dust mites. And now you're all wondering when the last time you dusted was. You're welcome. In 2014, a homeowner in England accidentally left a spare bedroom's window open for 3 months. This allowed about 5,000 wasps to sneak through and build a massive nest on the bed. Disturbingly, the wasps chewed through about 20 centimeters worth of mattress and pillows, but pest control managed to at least salvage the crochet blanket in the house. Damn, wasps be hungry! Despite their size difference, praying mantises can easily catch and eat hummingbirds. That's terrifying. White Coke is a clear-colored Coca-Cola commissioned by Soviet Marshal Gregory Zhukov in the 1940s. He requested it because he was a fan of Coke, but didn't want to be seen drinking it in public, so he asked for a color to resemble vodka instead. Yeah, because it's so much better to drink vodka in public than Coca-Cola. Don't even think about drinking Coca-Cola in Russia, but vodka, oh, that's fun for the whole family. In 1992, the CEOs of Southwest Airlines and Stevens Aviation settled a dispute over who would get to use the slogan "Plane Smart" by arm wrestling instead of dealing with a long, drawn-out legal battle. I feel like that needs to happen more, just good old-fashioned arm wrestling. Babies are actually capable of giving a thumbs up in the womb. No, seriously. Oh, you know you gon' have a cool kid when he's like, "Hey mama." The Kumbuk River Resort in Sri Lanka is a hotel that's shaped like a giant elephant. guess where the entrance is. When he was only 13 years old, Ashton Kutcher thought about committing suicide so that he could donate his heart to his brother, who desperately needed a heart transplant for his cardiomyopathy. There is a town in Arizona called Nothing, and it's a ghost town, so quite literally, nothing is there. Bob Marley's song No Woman No Cry is actually No Woman No Cry in Jamaican. This actually translates to No Woman Don't Cry, and the song is about growing up in the ghetto and persuading a woman that things will get better, so don't cry. Anopheles is a genus of mosquito that means useless in Greek, which makes a lot of sense, because like seriously, what are mosquitoes good for other than driving me nuts? Istanbul has an estimated 150,000 stray dogs. A company called Puget has created a vending machine where food and water for the dogs can be dispensed when people recycle their plastic bottles. Our guide dogs are able to go against their owner's instructions when they think their order is unsafe. This is called intelligent disobedience. And now you're all a little bit smarter. Before I let you go, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Opinion Outpost for sponsoring this video. Anyone, including you, can make money on this site by simply sharing your opinion. And it's not just cash, you can earn all kinds of cool stuff, like even gift cards. So be sure to check out the link in the description and sign up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back here next week with a brand new video. Knowledge Whale out. Oh, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. If you missed my last video, click here. If you want to check out my daily videos, including vlogs, unboxings, and much more, subscribe to my second channel here. And of course, if you want to be notified of my next video on this channel, be sure to click that big red subscribe button below. And for all of you watching on your phones or tablets, all of the links I just mentioned will be in the description below. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Peace!